How's it going, Gemini? Robin here. Welcome to my channel, AriesFireTarot. So guys, it's time for a mid-month tarot card reading for August 2021. And as per usual, I'm using the Starman tarot card deck, and I will be using a spread that was in the companion book for this deck. So this is my regular feature for mid-month. I love doing this tarot card reading combination. I feel like I need to bring out the companion book. I think it's right around the corner, but you guys don't need to see this stretch, so hold on. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. But anyway, this deck was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So you're going to see his face in some of the cards, and I love that about this this deck. So this should be an excellent read. So Gemini, I hope you enjoy. Just keep in mind that this is a general tarot card reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And just to throw out there, you guys, I do get requests for private readings, and yes, I do 2 or 3 a week depending on my schedule. My email address is ariesfiretarot@gmail.com. Okay, so the first card in the spread is going to ask Spirit, okay, what's the energy regarding my present situation? Either is something that you're immersed in right now, or it could become available to you in the very near future. Okay, so present situation, let's have a card for that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this card. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is like embracing your universal knowledge, like your inner magical self. Everybody has magical capacity and capabilities, and they can be buried a little bit, but it looks like this is going to be a really amazing time for you guys to get in touch with it. This really reminds me of sort of the source vortex, okay? Have you guys ever listened to Abraham Hicks? And she talks about source, and I think she says vortex every now and again. So to give you guys a little bit of a visual, if you've ever seen a funnel cloud when it's coming down and touching, that's how I see source, okay? And that's how you can kind of see it around this character, and he's finally reaching up to grab it. He's not afraid of it anymore. Some of you might experience when you close your eyes, you could see like some sort of a pattern, like when you're trying to get to sleep and you're like, what is that all about anyway? It's kind of like the umbilical cord between you and the source vortex. And you could have just been thinking to yourself, oh, well, that's nice. You know, that's pretty. Huh, I wonder what that is. But it could be like touching down to you, more like a funnel cloud is touching the earth. And that's kind of a disastrous comparison. But as a visual, instead of it just sort of moving over and touching down on somebody else, you know what I mean? So that they are in contact, they are in the middle of the funnel. You guys are actually going to be able to reach up and become the funnel. You can become that source vortex. Does that make sense, you guys? Let me know if that makes sense. And if, like, let me know, like, what you're seeing behind your eyelids, and maybe just start paying attention to it, becoming more aware of it. As you go to sleep, what you're seeing behind your eyelids. It's not just you know, special effect. It is actually the road to your ultimate abundance. And if you're not aware of it, you can't concentrate on it. I actually had an extreme experience of that. And you'll notice that the more powerful you get, like, this is a very magical stance to me. It is like sort of commanding things from the universe. I find that it changes colors, and it can brighten up and speed up. So you guys can really start focusing on that in a different way once you are aware of what is actually going on. This could happen when you're going to sleep or meditating. So Gemini, this is going to be a really interesting sort of awakening for you to be aware of that. So there might be a cause of conflict or something, like I'm getting the words actually from my spirit guides, a matter of disbelief. Okay, so we've got the Temperance card here. Jeez, this is a really hot under the collar energy. Like you could be getting super frustrated with the situation. You might not be understanding enough about your abilities. You could, instead of welcoming things that are happening to you right before your sleep, and maybe you're having a little bit of an insomnia, it's because you need to pay attention to what is exactly going on, or maybe you can't focus the way that you did during a yoga or a meditation. And it could be causing a flare up for you with the Temperance card, but this is a so relaxed card. You know, it's just sort of accepting what is happening around you, and sort of inviting that energy in for you, you know, and just calming yourself down. So I'm getting a really strong Cancer vibe, really strong Cancer, like a Cancer zodiac sign. I feel like, did some of you guys hear me say that, even if I didn't say it? Let me know in the comments. I'm just messing with my light because it's super annoying. Okay, so even if you're having these experiences of not being able to sleep while you want to, try to understand the reason for that pause in between when you would, you know, prefer to be awake and prefer to be sleeping, or understand why your communication with meditation is just not working for you. Okay, so you might want to try something like a breath practice. That is where you regulate your breath by breathing in 4 or 6 times and then pausing at the top of it, counting to 4 or 6, and then exhaling. You might need to find something like that to sort of calm you down. Okay, so if you're not able to concentrate on things that you were really able to focus in on before, it's because there's something more available to you and it's requiring your attention in this moment. So the Temperance card is coming in and saying, basically roll with it, Gemini, and everything is going to be fine. And I actually got the words everything Iriman. So I have sort of a rotating gallery of guides that come in and help me do my readings. So I heard that voice this morning. So anyway, let's look at the next card for you guys. There's going to be a change needed in order to face that challenge of being upset with a disruption in your routine, whatever that looks like for you. Like if your sleep is what you think is suffering, it's not suffering. There's something more available to you. And it's like you kind of need to keep turning the pages instead of putting the book down. Okay, so let's see any changes that you can make here. All right. Okay, so this is exactly what is going on here for you guys. You've got the Starman card. Okay, so in most decks, the Starman is the magician. Okay, so your magical powers are awakening for you. Okay, so this is what your recognition is. Okay, so this is the beginning of it. This is the beginning, you know. It's just starting to maybe have like a frisson of your body. I don't know where that word came from, but like I said, I have tons of guides around me constantly chattering. So that's like that charge of electricity, and you could feel like too wired to sleep, and what is going on, and doing things like cutting out caffeine or, you know, changing your routine, but you don't have to, because this is sort of it's almost like a DNA awakening, and here it is here. And instead of shying away from it or getting annoyed or whatever, you're reaching up for it. And when that happens, you become this supercharged being, okay? And the Starman is the magician who is the creator, and understanding that you're having the awakening of the creator, okay? So you're co-creating with universe, you're co-creating with source. Things should start happening for you at a miraculous rate once you can calm your brain down and say, oh, it's not happening because I'm stressed out or I'm overworked or I watched too much TV. It's actually got nothing to do with those physical things. It has everything to do with like your electricity changing, you know? So this is a very intensely magical, and it's going to disrupt you to a certain degree. So let's have a look at what your strengths are next, Gemini. Again, I'm getting like a Cancer zodiac sign coming in here. I don't know. Let's have a look here. Sometimes I get a word sort of pulsing like a light in front of me, and that's what I'm getting. Hold on. So I pulled the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so this is your strength here right now. Something very intense about this card. I need a sip of water, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. So the Princess. In this deck, she's the page, okay? The Pentacles. Receiving messages about your abundant life. And if you look really closely at her, she's very calm. She's got her hands in front of her. And this pose here is so relatable to like Tai Chi or Qigong, and really observing your breath and being able to relax yourself and be in charge of your energies. And that could also be an amazing release for you guys that are experiencing some sort of a tumultuous event on a daily basis. Could be like you're super tired, and then when you go to bed, it's like, all right, okay, what's happening here? Anyway, the other thing about this princess is that she is completely attached to her higher self with this sort of periscope umbilical cord here. So this is a very powerful connection for you guys. You can actually start talking to your higher self. Your higher self is you. It's your inner child. It's you in the 12th dimension. And they're all talking. It is past, present, and future, all relating at the same time. So it could feel like there's a huge buzz going on around you, and you're like, what is even happening? And it's because everything is aligning for you in this super magical way. So this connection that you have with your higher self and your inner child, that's where your power lies, my dear. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. So basically the energy that could be affecting you and annoying you right now is, it's actually the power of your, like the salvation of your life, the next step of your life, and being able to just do whatever you want, you know. So maybe do a little bit of work on that, you guys. And if you need to get in control of your energy a little bit better, I want to recommend doing Tai Chi or Qigong for you. Either one of those practices, they're very similar, can be very helpful, and it doesn't take long, honestly. So outcome card here for you, Gemini. Yes. Yes. This is like the Formula One car representation of the Chariot. This is like the high speed. Have you ever seen a Formula One race? Man, those cars go so fast, and it takes a skilled driver. So you guys are, and I just saw angel number 333. You guys are right in the middle of passing that driver's exam so that you can actually grab the wheel, because you can't be a novice and take hold of the power that is being presented to you. So you're being asked to accept it and find ways to flow with it and embrace it. Call upon your inner child, call upon your higher self, get everybody flowing forward. And look at this. This is like commander-in-chief, okay? So you guys have crazy powerful energy going on right now. Embrace it. Don't fight it. Do a little bit of homework if you're seeing like weirdo things happening. Like I was talking about, the shapes, the images, the swirling patterns behind your eyes, like all of that stuff that could be like getting on your last nerve. If it's triggering you, you need to learn more about it. All right, Gemini. Peace. Bye.